Super Jean-Marc.
This
Allez.
is Knowledge doing his first ring walk in years live in front of millions. And somehow I managed to finesse my way into that bottle right there, even though I have a history of being banned from boxing events. I know this sounds crazy, but please just let me introduce myself.
My name's Niko Omilana, formerly known as Ringside, the man who used to sneak into rings.
But it's been almost 3 years since you were last in
C'était
the
bien en
ring.
France saoudien à un moment donné.
Unfinished business.
Okay.
Parce qu'en fait, il est banni de
I'd
partout.
never reached the center. I'd always get stuck in the ropes. And now Knowledge is back, Deji's fighting, and my brother Kenny, now's the time for Ringside to return.
Est-ce que tu vois, genre...
I'm so
Merde,
glad
attends.
you asked
Comment on met en pause
about
déjà
the Trojan horse.
This is a story
Comme
about
ça.
ancient Troy, where Greeks
Ouais. Tu vois, genre... KSI, il est dans les sidemen. Et bah, Niko Omilana, lui, il est un peu le chef ou un truc du genre du Beta Squad. Ça s'appelle.
Ok, je m'y connais pas du tout la scène.
Et
Je
voilà,
sais pas
quoi.
du tout de quoi tu me parles en fait.
Mhm. Hop, allez, on retourne dessus.
soldiers
Ça marche pas le truc, attends.
gave their enemies, the Trojans, a big wooden horse as a gift. But when the gift was accepted and brought within their walls, many Greek soldiers climbed out and killed all the Trojans. See, the Trojans believed they were getting one thing, but in reality they got tricked and got something completely different. And I'm going to use this technique and call it the Trojan Prime. I'm going to use Knowledge's Prime drink against him and give him a huge Prime mascot which he will think is created by another YouTuber, when in reality the whole plan was created so I could get in the ring and ring walk with Knowledge on Fight Night. But for all of this to work, I needed the Prime mascot to look beyond perfect, which takes us to Oxford, where we were meeting Jake.
So I found some Prime, but I've also found something better. A much bigger Prime, which has been made by my man right here, Jake. Hello, Jake. Very nice to meet you.
Le boss.
Can you just tell them what you've done?
So we've built a 7-foot-tall Prime bottle costume.
Well, can I see it?
Yeah, please, come on in.
This looks mental. This looks sick. It actually looks sick. For all you smashed it.
Oh yeah.
This is what I'm going to be wearing to sneak in to the Knowledge fight. Now, you might be thinking, how the hell am I going to get a whole mascot in there and then put myself in it? Well, that's where the real plan begins.
On dirait écrit, c'est fou.
This is Kaisha, a fellow YouTuber who makes elite content, and I'm going to make it look like he was the one who made the Prime mascot. I chose him because he has the backstory. See, I reached out to him for this idea and discovered that he's been to Knowledge's events and has made videos on the Prime bottle before. So he was perfect. All I needed to do was tell him on the phone what my plan was.
I have a plan to sneak in to Knowledge's event next month in a mascot, like in a full-on Prime mascot, and I want you to make it look like it's your idea. We've made a 3D design of the bottle, so that will make it look like you made it. You basically turn up there, you bring a bunch of different t-shirts and just make it look like you've made the whole thing yourself.
And that brings us back to the present day.
Hello, Kaisha.
Hello.
Now, let me tell you a quick thing about Kaisha. He's been coming here pretending to build this magnificent bottle.
Not pretending.
Well,
Building this magnificent bottle right here.
yeah, well, he's got a great shot.
Il l'a
To
construit,
make it look like
attention.
he did build it. Also, we can post it to Mr. Knowledge's Reddit and make him believe that Kaisha was the one who made it.
The sympathy card.
The sympathy card. So right now, all we got to do is film the video which you're going to post on Mr. Knowledge's Reddit.
Let's go.
Let's do it. No, hang on, wait. Let's go. Okay, now for this first scene, to you, Kaisha will say, "Hi, JJ. I know you're probably thinking, what the hell is this massive Prime costume?" Well,
I'm thinking that.
let me tell you.
Hi JJ. Now I know you're probably wondering, what is this giant Prime bottle? Well, let me tell you.
My name is Kaisha. Action.
My name is Kaisha, and I've been a fan of yours for many years. I even went to Upload event.
I took a Prime bottle to space,
I sent a Prime bottle to space,
but I've never got your attention.
but I've never managed to get your attention.
And then that's where you go, But it's not over yet.
But it's not over yet, because I've decided to become the Prime Bottle.
Yes, you have. Perfect. Next up is
For the past few months, I've come to this very warehouse after work every day to build this huge Prime Bottle.
I even made a nice, unique magnet design.
Oi.
So you decided to switch it up at the last minute with a white design, meaning I had to spend the last 7 days in this very workshop trying to get this ready for you to react to.
Because it's very infuriating when someone only just randomly decides to announce a new design when you've been working for ages on doing a black design. It's very inconsiderate.
Il a fait une vidéo où j'ai construit une bouteille Prime pour KSI, alors que c'est même pas lui qui l'a construite.
Mais oui, mais c'est ça le plan en fait, c'est genre, il veut vraiment faire croire que c'est le mec qui l'a fait, et du coup, ils vont au bout du truc en fait.
Ils ont
C'est
fait
trop
une
bien.
vidéo complète, faudrait la voir après.
Ah, ouais.
Merde, attends.
This stuff costs money. I feel like people don't realise that.
But now it's done, I don't think it looks too bad. At least I hope it doesn't, because I've spent my life savings on this.
That's good. I want it there. That's the Easter egg. We
J'ai
intentionally
pensé
put my
tout
foot
de
here.
suite.
Everyone must have been thinking, whose Yeezy is that? Niko's Yeezy.
You planned that from day, yeah?
From the jump. My dream is to walk out with you.
On your fight on August 27th as this huge Prime Bottle, because as someone who's looked up to you for half my life, you'd be making my dreams come true. So I'm asking all members that like the Fat Neek to help me out and get him to see this and see if we can get in that ring. And I'll see you there. Off script, but we're there.
Wow. Wow. That is incredible. I couldn't have wrote it better myself. And I know that that's going to be on the
Il
Reddit,
l'a écrit lui-même, je crois.
getting all those numbers. Please.
So Cash took the video, edited it up, and 3 days later, it was time.
Has the tweet been tweeted?
The tweet has been tweeted.
Our post had been made and it took all of 31 minutes to get our first bit of news.
There's this guy on Twitter called Mams Taylor.
That's Knowledge's manager.
He's just replied to tweet.
Déjà?
DM me.
And it's safe to say, from
Oh
this
dear.
point, it just blew up.
On
This
30
video had
minutes?
banged on Twitter, nobody
30.
had responded,
Putain.
YouTubers were reacting to the video.
I saw someone who had basically built a giant prime mascot.
Bertrude Winter! That person was me! And you have no idea. And the video was
C'est un
right at
bataillon
the very
frustré.
top of Knowledge's Reddit. The only thing we were waiting for was the big man to see it himself.
My dream, JJ, would be to walk out with you on your fight on August
Oh
27th
my
as this huge Prime Bottle. Because as someone who's looked up to you for half my life, you'd be making my dreams come true.
Not a chance. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. We're already.
Oh.
I've already got in contact with him, and we're gonna make it happen.
Yes, we're gonna make it happen. I love how he's saying he got in contact when it was Mams, but that's fine. That's fine. So it's happening. I'm walking out with Knowledge and he has no idea.
With Knowledge completely on board, it was time to celebrate the success with Kaish.
How does it feel to prank the whole of the YouTube community?
It's actually a joke.
Now I feel like the best thing to do, will obviously be to speak to Mams. I feel like we need a phone call with him.
Hello,
J'ai même
how
pas
are
vu
you,
passer
mate?
le truc, mais ça a dû énorme, je
It's
pense.
Kaisha, the mascot guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We spent this time on the phone to work out all the info we could on the event, and once that was done, it was time to focus on Fight Week. And let me tell you this, no one takes Fight Week more seriously than myself.
Swarms is actually a relative, I don't know if you knew, but he's a relative of Mike Tyson.
Swarms! Swarms!
The NDL were in full force showing their presence as always, so if you want to join, press that subscribe button right now so you can be a part of the greatest movement on the planet and join us in spamming NDL in random chats around the world. So please subscribe now. But there was one thing
Ça se
that
passe
kept getting
déjà dans
brought
tous
up
les live
that
chat,
really
tu vois
confused
NDL.
me.
When are we going to see Niko in the ring?
Oh
This
my
guy will
god.
have something up his sleeve. Can we see Niko in the ring?
I don't think I'll be in the ring. In the ring? Bro, I retired, man. I retired from that game. Ringside's gone. The people know, man. There's no chance. It can't happen. In this situation, you can say never. It will never happen. But before it never happens, I needed an inside man. Someone that could get me in the Fighter Hotel, which is connected to the O2 Arena. As that was essential for my plan. And it just so happens I had the perfect candidate. The man I was supporting over everyone else.
Danny!
C'est un gars du groupe Beta Squad à lui en fait.
Ok.
See, Kenny gave me the passes that enabled me to sneak into the first knowledge fight all those years ago, and now I needed his help again. But to get his help, I needed to bring him in on my plan.
Do you know why you're here?
No, but I'm seeing KSI on the screen. I'm not so sure why.
I just made this video.
This guy made a giant prime mascot.
Think alright?
I think it's a good idea. It's good for KSI's brand and prime
Yeah,
drink. Yeah,
smart way to get there.
yeah, 100%. Don't tell me that's what you're doing. Oh my god, I already saw you in the video already. Oh no! Oh my god! Oh
Trop bien.
That whole thing
Oh my days!
was orchestrated by me.
Bro, he's not gonna have a clue. This is a brilliant idea.
It's gonna be mental.
It's gonna be so bad. I can't believe that.
Oh, but yeah.
That's actually sick.
As you can see, he was very much in on the plan, which meant we had the hotel sorted,
Ah,
the Intercontinental
putain,
Hotel to be precise. So now it's time to reveal our full plan to Kaish and Bats, as both of them are essential for this idea to work.
Hello, my friends.
Oh, c'est le
It's
caméraman
fight
du
day.
gars.
You see this
Ah,
model,
purée.
this 3D design I've done right here? Would you believe me if I say I turned it into a full-on stadium, and it just so happens to be where they're fighting today?
You made that.
Yeah, I did, yeah. It's time for me to go over the plan with you guys. This is Kaish, this is Bat. You guys will move in. As you can see, there is tons of security around the O2. You go to the front, your name is already on the list. Once you're in, you'll have the Prime bottle on. Now, it's absolutely vital that when you're wearing the Prime bottle, you make it look like it's very difficult to take on and off. You don't want any people questioning it, and keep the P up and say you can't really bring it down.
Yeah.
All right? Now,
Keep your P up.
Keep my P out, yeah, that's straight.
what's funny about that, huh?
No,
Et lui, il va
So, you
s'incruster
guys will
comment du
then
coup?
have the rehearsal. You need to make sure it's
Je
clear
sais
that
pas.
you can get in that ring. Now I need you guys to tell me every single bit of information
Il va
about
faire
that
un
ring
test
walk.
avec
So
eux.
afterwards, you
C'est
guys
ça.
will then leave. Just make sure they see
Ouais.
your face and you seem very attached to the Prime costume. You're not going to come all the way back here.
Ils
because
vont
we've
rentrer,
sorted a
ressortir
hotel
et ils vont
which is
rentrer plus
literally
simplement.
connected
Ouais,
to
je
the
pense.
O2. And there's a secret tunnel leading from the O2 to this hotel. You then go into the hotel, and would you look at that? There's two people there. Me and George.
non.
Kaish then gives me the Prime costume.
Et comment il a fait pour être là? Ils sont en train de s'accoupler
Yeah,
derrière.
you'll then give it to me,
Nico.
or I'll give it. Yeah, you'll give it
Un
to
peu,
me.
ouais.
So-
C'est un peu bizarre là.
and then me and you, Bat, will move and walk in. I'll be dressed in a morph suit, the Prime costume. They won't even know that it's me. They'll think I'm Kaish. We get through with ease. I then do the ring walk. I get in the ring, show my face, bang, and we've just pranked the whole event.
It is a flawless plan.
Flawless, can't go wrong.
We should get a move on because rehearsals start in 20 minutes.
One sec. Now, it's time for you guys to get a move on because rehearsals start in 20 minutes. Let's go.
Il aime
See you on the other
ressentir les
side.
phrases lui-même.
No,
Oui,
we
oui.
will not.
There they go. The Prime is in their hands now.
Kaish and Bats took a cable car across the river where Kaish is suited up.
Let's go, baby. It's so hot. I feel like fucking Mickey Mouse
Mais
at
on
Disneyland.
voit qu'il est blanc.
Pas bad,
Alors,
though.
They then headed to the
Nico.
O2 where, like I predicted, they were stopped by the
Comment-
first layer of security.
comment ils vont faire?
But after a quick call to Knowledge's manager,
Je sais
man,
pas.
Hey mate,
On verra.
it's Jack, it's Kai's cameraman, the mascot guy.
they were escorted to get a wristband and into the arena.
What's up? You made it.
Kaish and Bats had successfully infiltrated the building.
I've just heard news. Kaish has made it in, and the rehearsal is about to begin. So let's
Oh,
just
yeah.
hope they're behaving themselves.
The boys waited around for hours. Kaish even had time to get into a fight with Joe Weller, but luckily for him, it was a boxing event and not a car park. So he came out unharmed.
So basically, there is no rehearsal at this point. I've been in this for 4 hours now. They basically just said, come back here, and as long as you're here, we'll be ushered out for the ring walk.
Kaish and Bat were then escorted through the secret tunnel and into the hotel room for the changeover.
Un tunnel secret? Attends, mais comment
Oui.
ils ont fait un tunnel secret?
Non, il était déjà là.
Ah,
Je crois que c'est l'hôtel qui est, c'est l'hôtel de la reine.
We got there at 1. I've been in it for 3.5
okay.
hours, trotting around, and there wasn't even a rehearsal. Once you're in there, once you've got this on, they're so chill. As long as you get back in, it's wraps. We're done. It's
Mais
perfect.
quand il a ça,
We've done it.
mais on voit qu'il est noir alors que l'autre.
Well,
est blanc.
Kaish, your job here
Ouais,
now
c'est
done.
pas grave.
Well done.
On verra bien.
Smashed it. But I tell you whose job isn't done. You, because you haven't smashed the like button yet. So please like the video right now if you are impressed with what we've done. And honestly, if you haven't subscribed yet, then your breath absolutely reeks. This is how it's gonna look.
That's terrifying. Ready?
I'm ready. I'll try my best. Good luck, yeah?
Oh.
Ah, c'est comme ça, ouais, ok.
Mission sneak into the ring as a giant prime bottle is a go. Give me a hug. The
Il a
first
pas
test
mis
with the
le
watchers in the
bracelet.
hotel lobby was successful. There was no suspicions.
This is the live stream setup, by the way, everyone.
C'est
Ouais.
bien plus grand que l'autre.
As hopefully Niko walks out with JJ.
Il est
If all
beaucoup
goes
trop
to
heureux, il va
plan.
faire
In a
des
bit.
vidéos.
Good luck. There's not a lot we can do from now.
About to enter the arena.
Ouais, je vois, un peu moins.
It's prime time. Let's see if the Trojan Prime works. This was a big moment. Falling at the first hurdle was not an option. So to make sure I got in, I battered my way through the security defenses. And once they felt my wrath, they stood aside and bang. The first hurdle was cleared. This is crazy. I mean, I'm paying myself, brother. Okay, onto the stage. We're going everywhere. It's watching. Nobody knows.
Il est banni de l'event, normalement il va faire un câlin.
C'est trop bien.
Here I am, hidden in plain sight with no one the wiser. And the next stage was setting my sights on getting in that ring. As my assistant, I need you to just say he's doing the ring walk with JJ for his first fight. Can he practice how he's going to get in the ring? So with literally no one looking at me as the fraud I was, it was time for me to do something that I have been building up towards for my whole career. Actually stepping foot in the ring. And I'm in the ring. I'm
Il est
here.
au milieu.
I'm here before the fight. Let's go. I'm here.
Trop bien, putain.
The arena's going crazy. I've made it in the ring. Finesse of the century. You know what? It's crazy to actually finally be in the centre of the ring. I can't believe I've actually made it here.
C'est quand même assez ridicule quand il sort et qu'il rentre de l'arène, c'est trop bien.
No claps? Pussies. But this was just a warm-up. I then ventured into the stand, taking pictures with anyone I could. I then found my way to a place where I could actually make a physical impact to the event. You're gonna let me control a light? See it? Whee! Blue, red, purple. Red, blue. Good. I then left to make my way to the fighter's room, where I accidentally put a spell on the bottle, meaning any fighter who took a picture with me would lose their fight.
Oh, let me get a drink. Dude, this is phenomenal. I wonder who's inside of it. You're leaving me hanging, bro. Oh. Yes, sir.
Thank you, Sensei. But now it was time for me to assess where we were at and where we were going from here. This whole thing's mental. Literally got myself into a whole dressing room of fighters. Met Sensei, the man Kenny's fighting. But we're about to go to Knowledge's dressing room, introduce ourselves for the first time. I was walking to see Knowledge. The question in my head was, will he recognize my voice? And I'll be real, I was terrified because this whole plan could be completely foiled. Nice to meet you, JJ. Nice to meet you, JJ. Nice to meet you, JJ. Come to me, my son. Come, my son.
Boss man, good to see you, bro. I love the video.
Thank you,
Amazing.
man.
I can't believe exactly how it is.
C'est même pas la même voiture.
Thank you, man.
Je crois qu'à ce moment-là, ils sont juste trop hypés pour s'en rendre compte.
Let's go. Let's like it right now. Let's go. Okay. I made it. So with Knowledge clueless, it was time for me to find his brother Deji. 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 Thank you, Deji. Love you, Deji. The Olatunji brothers had been sent beyond belief, so seeing as some of the crowd had now entered the arena, I felt like it was time to start sending some of them as well.
Are you secretly KSI inside? Huh? I think you're secretly KSI.
No, unfortunately not. I'm only Nicholas and Omilana. Just before the ring. It's almost time. It's time. The Travis Prime time. Will the Trojan Prime?
With the ring walk only a few moments away, the TV crews then entered the room to conduct a nice formal interview with Mr. Knowledge, so it would have been rude of me not to show my presence.
That's right, guys. I am here with the man we're all here to see, the Nightmare.
There I
Faut
was,
qu'il ouvre son
in the
truc 2
background,
secondes.
Knowledge doing his normal screaming,
Ah non, c'est après,
saying
c'est
how
après,
he's
pardon,
the
c'est
man,
après.
but he
C'est
doesn't
après
know
qu'il est
that the real
Ouais,
man
il le
is
fera quand
right
il sera en
behind
milieu de
him,
ring.
laughing.
Legacy, ladies and gentlemen. Legacy. I'm about to show you what my legacy is all about.
The Nightmare, KSI about to make his way to the ring, and he's not having any plans on Swarms getting out of there awake. Back to you guys at the desk.
He seems to talk a lot about legacy, but is this your hero? A man that attacks innocent prime bottles?
Please don't hurt me. Shut up, an innocent man in a prime costume.
Oh putain, c'est trop bien.
Absolutely smoked his jaw.
We had managed to survive Knowledge's strength and integrity. We have survived his pussy punches and had ultimately made it into the heart of his camp without anyone even realizing who was actually in the bottle. And now the event has begun. It was time for the ring walk.
Ladies and gentlemen, the moment has arrived we've been waiting for. An event like no other tonight here at the O2. So let's get this party started!
Oh mon dieu.
The crowd was all in place and the main event was about to begin. Knowledge was getting ready for his walkout right after Mr. Swarms, who had just gone out, which meant I had to ensure I was right next to him while all of this was going down. I needed to be in that spotlight right next to Knowledge so I can get on that live stream. I could hear as I was walking up that the atmosphere was wild. The O2 Arena had been sold out. I was about to complete this journey by doing a ring walk in front of all of these beautiful people. What started out as a completely unrealistic idea has step by step managed to happen to bring me to this moment. All the times I've been stuck in the ropes, kicked out of arenas and banned from events have all led to this. All the time, effort, sweat and shocks have all come together and put me right here on the big stage, in a giant bottle about to take the biggest walk of my life. And there was no way I wasn't going to seize the moment.
Sing for him! Sing for him now! Sing, people! Let's go! Sing now! Let's go!
I had done it. We were walking the walk, and the Beta Squad and George were there in full support of our great achievement.
That's Niko! And true Jordy, he's also the master of product placement, as you see a giant bottle accompanying him to the ring.
Yeah, you've got to rate it. You've got to rate it, guys. This is what I'm talking about.
Let's get ready to run! Let's go! Come on!
There was only one thing left to achieve in this mass finesse, and that was to finally reveal to the 20,000 fans in attendance and the millions of fans watching on stream worldwide who truly is actually behind the bottle.
And across the ring, his opponent fighting out of the blue corner, wearing black winter clothes.
Let's go! Yeah! That's me! Right there! I showed my face on the stream! Oh my gosh, I still can't believe this happened. But we did it! We did it, my friends! The ringside journey has been complete.
The Nightmare!
Ils s'en rendent pas compte.
Let's go! We made it! I can't believe it! I can't believe that worked! Let's go!
Knowledge then pulled off a shock upset and somehow managed to defeat Swarm, so I then decided to go to his changing room to congratulate him in person.
Oh, you really smashed that, man.
Oh my! It was me the whole time! The whole time! I got on your Reddit.
No!
Well done, man.
I wonder why you weren't talking.
Yeah. I was doing sign language there. On the stream while you were out there, I just put it down for a second. I was like this. Get me there next. 3 in 1 night, let's do it. Let's go.
I then suited up and wished my luck to Kenny and Deji.
If I'm not wrong, you win today. Your professional record is
1-0.
And then I found the man I couldn't have done any of this without, Mr. Kaish, because we needed to celebrate our achievement.
Oh man, it worked. Whole thing worked.
Then Kenny and Deji both did us proud, and finally, Knowledge rounded up an incredible event.
Hello. You reacted to my suit. Well, you thought it was his suit. Well, it was like, I made it, yeah. You'll see. You'll see.
I celebrated this massive W with the NDL.
Big up. Big up, guys. Big up. Big up. Let's go. Let's go. Yes, I am. How big is that thing?
We did it, my friends. The ringside journey has been completed.
Champion of sneaking into rings. It's me taking this one home. Let's go.
The real bad man. Oh, bro. Fair play, bro. You absolute dickhead. Unbelievable.
Putain, c'est
You're
génial.
the YouTuber. I was there like, yo, didn't say a word. I was like, alright, he's acting a bit weird, but okay, maybe he's just shy or, you know, nervous to meet me. And then as soon as Niko popped his head out, I was like, yeah, you praise me.
Like the video, my friends. Subscribe to Kaisha and big up. This
Ah
is
putain,
Knowledge.
c'est trop bien.
Putain. Allez. On va voir la vidéo du coup de Keisha.
Ouais, vas-y.
C'est à la fin, je pense.
Mais ça me surprend quand même qu'à la fin il se soit pas fait jarter du ring à nouveau.
Ouais, j'avoue, parce qu'en fait, après, il était en mode norme.
Mais ouais, mais je pense qu'en fait.
Je pense que c'est parce que KSI a accepté ou un truc du genre après.
Non, mais je pense que c'est surtout au moment où il s'en est rendu compte en fait. Bah, ils avaient déjà fait le match. Et après, bah, genre, comme les matchs étaient finis, ils ont pas dû ils ont pas dû le faire. Je sais pas.
Ouais, mais non, mais il y a
Putain,
même pendant le match où ils ont vu que c'était lui.
Ouais, je sais pas s'il
Parce
y en
qu'avant
a
le
beaucoup qui
match,
s'en sont
avant
rendus
le
compte.
match,
Hein.
il l'a montré.
Ouais. Bah, tu aurais-il que c'était bien marrant.
Ouais. Mais tu connaissais vraiment pas Niko Omilana?
Bah si, du coup, j'ai vu une de ses vidéos une fois.
Le truc de l'homme raciste il y a quelque temps?
Ouais, du Ku Clan.
Ah ouais.
Oh mon dieu. Mais il est taré ce mec.
Trop fort.
Voilà.
Ouais, il a sorti 2 vidéos du coup. Allez. On va voir celle-là. Il faut que je t'envoie dans Watch Together, c'est vrai.
Ouais.
Hop.
Oh.
T'as envie de dire combien?
5 minutes 42 et après il y en a une de 10 minutes.
Ouais, cool.
My God. This is me at KSI's first intimate concert in Camden 2 years ago, and after being a fan of JJ's for years, that was the closest I ever got to him. But before then, I'd been to events like Upload, and I'd also been to his sold-out show at Wembley, and I even sent his drink into space, which Logan noticed, but JJ didn't.
So the way I dress, do I smell? I've always just been within reach of him. Do you want to suck him off anymore, mate? I mean, he's got a boxing match for once. Why don't you try and see if you can see him there?
Yeah, no, at those events they have like those big character things.
Mascots to promote them. Well, yeah. So why don't I become his prime mascot? That's it!
How the... So here's the plan. We needed to sketch out a design.
I feel like it needs like a... What's his boxing name? Nightmare. It's a work in progress.
So once we had at least the idea for a design, I then had to scan the real Prime bottle as a 3D model. Complicated, I know.
Sick, look at that.
how fucking sick that is. So I would then be able to use this 3D model to put the design onto to use as reference.
Ils ont dû montrer comment ils devaient faire comme ça le gars.
Now the rest of the plan is where it gets fun. Next I would need to find someone with the facility to help me build this thing, then actually build it while spending all of my life savings on it. I would then become a walking prime bottle and then get JJ's attention by using Charm, Charisma and Reddit and walk out into the ring with him. So, what do you think? What? Nice to see you. Well, this cool-looking man with a cigarette in hand is Jake. Jake is my dad's friend who has a warehouse and a lot of tools that he was kindly going to let me use. Oh, and his dog, of course. What's the dog's name?
This is Loki.
Loki. Oh, hello. I then explained to Jake what I'd be using his facilities for and got to work.
This is going to be like 8 feet or something.
That's all right, because I'm 6'5", so...
Attends, il a fait genre de fabriquer une autre bouteille comme ça ou...
This will become a bottle. Believe it or not.
Non, mais je pense qu'il a aidé à faire la première.
Ouais, il a aidé à faire.
Je pense qu'il a vraiment aidé à la faire, ouais.
Mais il savait rien faire, lui, c'est juste l'autre.
So despite me already ruining the design, the next stage of this build was to glue those strips together and make some rings, which would then stack up and make a bottle. You get what I mean? That's going to be like the rest of the bottle and then the lid. Nice. The next few weeks was then cutting, gluing, angle grinding, engineering for hours and hours. Put this on. Now we mean business. Yeah. Oh, God, I can't even put the goggles on. My hands are dirty. We've done hard labour. Until we finally had something that resembled a huge prime bottle. Look at this, I look like a BBC documentary. I then could have my debut try-on test.
Oh, ah ouais, mais c'est pas les bonnes couleurs aussi, par rapport à ça.
Ouais, mais parce que c'était l'ancien design.
JJ. Ouais. Look at that. Oh my god, it's like a big soft toy. Oh my god. But unfortunately, the pride of my hard work would have to be humbled as I then remembered that we'd have to transport it. Well, it's a little bit big, isn't it? More money on a van. How have we just thought of that? Like the video, please. So with that solved, unfortunately, my unluckiness carried over until the next morning when I got some information.
Okay, I've just woken up, scrolling through Twitter, and this is what I've seen. That doesn't look like our one. If that is the one he's using, we're going to have to reskin it soon, because we're already into August now. It's now just going to be changed. We're just going to scrap it. That's fun, isn't it? Right.
So I then spent the next week completely redesigning and restitching the new design on just in time for this video. And so finally, I had completed my giant prime bottle costume for JJ.
Ah, et du coup, c'est celui-là qu'on avait vu.
Ouais, c'est ça.
And so this next message is to JJ and JJ only.
Je pense que c'est le message qui a été écrit par
Now I know you're probably wondering,
Niko,
what the hell is this giant prime bottle?
Ouais.
Let me tell you. My name is KSI. I've been a fan of yours for many years. I even went to Upload event. I've been to your concert. I sent a prime bottle to space. I even took that prime bottle that went to space to your concert. I got your business partner Logan's attention, but I never managed to get yours, JJ. But it's not over yet, because I have decided to become the prime bottle. For the past few months, I've come to this very warehouse after work every day to build this huge prime bottle. I even made this nice, unique nightmare design, but you decided to switch it up at the last minute with a white design, meaning I had to spend the last 7 days in this very workshop trying to get this ready for you to react to. But now it's done, I don't think it looks too bad. At least I hope it doesn't, because I've spent my life savings on this. My dream, JJ, would be to walk out with you on your fight on August 27th as this huge prime bottle. Because as someone who's looked up to you for half my life, you'd be making my dreams come true. So I'm asking all members that like the fat Neek to help me out and get him to see this and see if we can get in that ring. And I'll see you there.
Ah là là, quel bâtard.
Elle n'avait pas fait énormément de vues sur YouTube. Mais
Non, je pense qu'il n'y a pas beaucoup de monde qui sont allés le voir.
c'est sur Twitter, ouais, qu'ils l'ont. Ils ont juste vu l'annonce sur Twitter, peut-être. ou un truc du genre.
Et
sur le
ouais,
Reddit,
ils ont dû le voir sur Twitter et sur Reddit, mais.
Ouais.
Putain, par contre, il est quand même bien taré. Trop bien.
Dernière partie. Ok. Comment je n'ai pas fait?
So that was supposed.
Tiens, d'ailleurs,
Ouais.
je sais pas si t'es au courant, hein, mais ça fait depuis 20 minutes que j'ai un parapluie dans la main.
Ah, t'es dehors carrément?
So that was
Non, je suis
supposed
pas
to be
dehors.
me walking JJ out to his fight, or was it? We've got a little bit of explaining to do.
Just about.
This is me trying to get my stupid games console to work when it just wouldn't, and all of a sudden, I get a DM. It was founding father of the NDL, Niko Omilana, saying that he wanted to film a video with me. And so, this is where the games began.
I need someone who's a super fan of knowledge. I need someone who's got history with this man. Can you confirm that these images are you?
Yeah, me.
Perfect.
And this is when Niko explained the real plan. Step one of which being I needed to make a video making it look like I made this mascot for JJ. Use that video to hopefully get his attention and have him agree to let me come to the event as the Prime Bottle. I'd then sneak out during the rehearsals and switch with Niko just before the walkout. Niko would then walk out and reveal his face, having successfully infiltrated the boxing ring. On the way to meet the geezer, that's going to be helping me pull this off. What are you pulling off? You ain't know him. Obviously, I don't have the physical material skills to get this done.
Ouais.
Very
Je pense que c'est ça cette vidéo.
That is so cool. So, if you haven't guessed already, this man, Jake, isn't actually my dad's friend. Jake is actually a professional prop and set designer, having worked with people like Katy Perry and even on the KSI show, which is kind of ironic. And now I'd have to make all of his hard work look like it was me. So as you can see, when I first turned up, the bottle was actually already nearly finished, with the first design.
Ok, ouais, donc en fait, il a juste fait de la merde.
But this was my debut trial.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Nice. How do I look? Can you imagine me walking out with KSI? How does it come off? A crane?
Lift it.
So you're aware that I have to try and make out like I've done stuff on
That's
this.
fine.
I feel really bad because it's really fraudulent, but
That's fine. The question is, do you want to do some shit with a welder, angle grinders?
of course.
How are you not on fire?
So I know you're wondering, why do I have a different top on? Well, I bought 10 different tops to keep changing into while I did different tasks to make it look like I'd worked on this for months.
It's a whole new day.
New shirt, new day. So here's the same montage, but with what actually happened in between. Here we go.
Give it a push.
This looks like you need muscles for this. Which is why I'm doing it.
Get a bit round.
I mean, it's round already. Don't worry about that. If we tried to put this, we would have put it out of fucking plywood. Yeah, it would have made out. And it wouldn't have gone anywhere.
The actual bottle has a slight bevel on it.
Did you not see the one that we just made over?
Oh, well, you wait. So once we had the footage of me faking the bottle build, Niko turned up with some gifts. How have you managed? Did you rob Asda or what?
Yeah, no, I robbed the place.
Niko then taught me his perfectly crafted script, which I repeated word for word. Right, let's go.
C'est ça.
Hi, JJ. Now, I know you're probably wondering, what the hell is this giant Prime bottle? Well, let me tell you. Words which would hopefully get JJ's attention. I then spent days preparing this video, sprinkling a little bit of Kaisha magic to make it the best it could be, hoping it got the traction we needed. Now, I know you're probably wondering, what the hell is this giant Prime bottle? Well,
This guy made a giant
Prime mascot.
KSI's manager has just followed me back. Oh my god. Okay, apparently Logan Paul just tweeted something. Any chance you can meet me at the O2 Arena on August 27th? What the fuck? Oh, I'm gassed.
Hey bro, so yes, August 27th, I will have you down to the ring where you walk him out on his first fight against Swarms with a Prime bottle.
Trop bien.
Okay, composure.
Ils sont trop forts.
Yeah, mate, that'd be fine.
Can you fucking believe it?
Oh my god. Right, we just got to pull off the heist now.
Yeah, the old section.
Oh my god. A very confused man turned up at my front door this morning with a gift. Now my dining room is the prime room. Now we've just got to get from here to the O2 and we should be good.
So after word about this project had gone absolutely crazy, like nothing I'd ever posted before, Niko's scheme was going according to plan, and it took me a few days to process what was going on.
So everyone thinks that it was me that did this. No idea that Niko's behind it.
I hope not everyone's not too annoyed that it wasn't actually me, but it is the best sneaking of the century, I'm sure.
My face was on a KSI video, like that's fucking mental.
I'm watching Impulsive.
He's seen. And Minimint reacted to it today as well. It's crazy.
Il se rend même pas content de ce qu'il fait, c'est trop drôle.
So after I'd got my shit together and stopped fanboying, it was a couple days before the fight, so Niko called me over to his place.
So I'm here for Nick.
Nick?
Yeah.
I don't know anyone by the name of Nick.
Oh, is Nick not here?
No.
Oh, we got wrong house.
Wrong house.
Alright, well, thanks anyway.
Sorry, man.
This is where the masterminding happens from. Let's get to the plan.
We then talked through the plan with the information we had.
So you don't get nervous at this point? You know what? I'm not nervous about the actual sneaking. What I'm nervous about is because we've got so far now. If I mess this up now, I'll be devastated because we've just got so far.
Exactly.
Now we just got to execute the plan. But I'm sure we'll be fine.
This is the most pressure I've ever been under in my life.
We got this, man. We got this.
We'll be fine. Yeah. You've chosen the right person.
And then we needed to finalise details off of KSI's manager, which went well.
Yo. It's Kaisha, the mascot guy.
We then chatted and he said that I'd need to be there at the rehearsals on Saturday, but he couldn't give me an exact time. We needed a time.
I feel like I'm now more confused after that call than I was
I'm a bit
before.
nervous now. I'm
nervous. Right, guys.
See you later, Nick.
Farewell.
It's been good. I'll see you.
I don't care.
Peace out. Yeah, fuck.
So regardless of that we didn't have a time, the Prime Bottle still needed to get to London as it was the day before the fight.
I've basically got this massive thing that we're going to have to try and fit in the bag.
Oh, have you ever had anything like this in your car before?
Yeah, I have, yeah.
Really?
So I've got a YouTube channel myself.
Is it?
You're a famous YouTuber.
It was now literally hours until it was going ahead, and I'd be lying if I said I wasn't shitting myself. We still hadn't heard back with a time, and it was all riding on me and my cameraman Batson getting it right.
What's going on?
No, we don't know what's going on. Right now.
And then finally, just before heading back to my hotel.
Yo, bro. Yeah, I'm here. Tomorrow is the big day. You nervous? No, don't mind. So that's good. I'm glad we mutually agree on that.
Fight day.
You're in yourself, I know you are.
I just want to get it right. I just really want it to work.
So now we finally had timings, Niko talked us through the plan. And then just before me and my cameraman Batson set off, we wanted to test that we definitely were prepared.
I'm a security guard. Yo, bro, take off that Prime costume real quick.
No.
Okay, we're screwed. We're screwed. Okay, all right.
So since I clearly passed that security test, it was go time.
Go to the front while wearing the Prime costume and walk in.
Wow.
You guys will then have the rehearsal. Afterwards, you guys then leave the arena and say that you just need to get changed into your morph suit. You then go into the hotel. And would you look at that? Me and George.
And so we made the switch, and all I could do from then was watch the stream from the hotel room. Good luck. There's not a lot we can do from now.
Oh my god. Everything's led up to this. This moment here in front of 20,000 people.
So I tensely sat there for hours, just hoping that Niko had got back
Mais
in
il devait
unnoticed
voir
and was
Georges
able
quand
to
même,
make
ils
it
le
to the
connaissent en
ring.
général, le caméraman de Niko.
Ouais, mais il était avec lui.
Ouais, peut-être qu'il le reconnaissait ou je sais pas quoi, mais c'est
Ouais, je pense.
If we see Niko's face on this live stream, I'm gonna keep myself.
And so in the same night, Niko had achieved his sneak in, and I was able to get back in the arena to witness JJ do this twice.
You did it.
My guy. Okay, you know what? We could have had a moment there.
Oh, sorry.
J'ai pris un vent là.
Smash my
fucking
friend.
did it.
You made the sick video. I made the suit.
I'm just gassed we've done it.
Okay, well done AJ as well.
Well done, AJ!
It was all me, guys.
Big up KSI every time. Big up Batson behind the cam.
You guys just subscribe and to my channel.
Oh mon dieu, quel bâtard, c'était trop bien.
Beaucoup trop fort.
Ouais, l'outro est trop forte, mais c'était trop bien, putain.
J'avais pas suivi le truc du combat là pour le coup, moi le fait qu'il s'est infiltré. J'ai juste vu de travers rapidement un truc dans une vidéo de KSI où il disait oh le bâtard avec Niko Omilana, mais j'avais pas capté ou quoi que ce soit qu'il faisait une vidéo où...
Bah tu sais, moi je savais même pas que c'était des boxeurs.
Non, c'est un boxeur KSI en fait.
Oui, je sais, mais je savais pas avant.
Tu savais pas?
Bah non.
Mais ça fait longtemps qu'il est boxeur.
Mais tu sais, je connais son nom, je l'ai vu apparaître dans ses vidéos Reddit et c'est tout. Hein.
Ah ouais. Non, il a une carrière de boxe depuis au moins 2-3 ans, même plus, je sais pas, mais...
Bah ça fait 4 ans parce que du coup l'autre est rentré dans son match en 2018.
Ouais, bah ouais, ça fait longtemps.
Ok.
Et il est vraiment plutôt fort. Je sais pas, je crois qu'il bat des professionnels aussi, mais il est vraiment plutôt fort, il s'entraîne beaucoup.
Cool.
Voilà. Très bien. Allez, à bientôt pour une nouvelle réaction, je sais pas, mais à bientôt pour un nouveau live peut-être, je sais pas quand. Salut à tous en tout cas.